Hello everyone. I'm gonna try to be as not awkward as possible because this is my first YouTube video and react. But hi. If you clicked on my video, it's probably because of two reasons. One, you either saw the title, and two, you love Twilight. Like me. So let me just briefly run through this really quick. Hi, my name is Yali. I got fired from my job yesterday. Nobody has told me why. And I'm just expected to carry on with my life. So my mind is a little bit right now. And I decided what better way to at least try to get some inner peace, you know, some sense of everything is fine, than to sit here and watch some Twilight. So, it's not my first time. It's my first time in a while, if that matters to anyone. But I even threw in like a Bella Swan cosplay. The sleeves and everything. So yeah. So we're gonna watch Twilight today. And copium. I also put green lights. So, you know, we're basically in forks. Let's get to some Twilighting. Yee. Alright. I'm excited. Me as if I've never seen Twilight before. Poor little Bambi. You never stood a chance, did you? When I first watched this movie, I was like 8. I was so confused. I was like, what? That's us!
Leave home.
I need a cactus.
Harebrained mother.
Guys, I tried to do the same thing she has going on with her bangs.
Guys, come on, I love you both.
I can't. This is the closest I got.
On the road. And
this would be a good thing. I think.
I think.
I think.
Population
Charlie.
3,120 people.
You like purple, right?
Purple's cool. Thanks.
Awkward.
Okay.
Okay, Dad. See you at dinner. Nah, Charlie's cool though. He's such a dad. Oh, let's go, Jacob.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're finally here. Charlie here hasn't shut up about it since you told him you were coming.
All right.
Oh, I'm just excited to see my daughter, guys. Damn.
I'm down with the kids.
Oh yeah, dude. You're the bomb.
Do you want to ride to school or something?
Oh, I go to school on reservation.
All right.
Imagine how different this would have been if Jacob did go to this school here.
Semester. Great.
Not the pop. Jesus. Should have test drove it before you headed out.
Nice ride.
Thanks.
Fun fact, because a lot of people actually don't know this, but I do, because I've been an avid Twilight fan since I was 8 and I saw it for the first time. This girl right here, she was supposed to be Bella Swan when they were doing casting, but it was something about her look not being like right that they didn't cast her as Bella, obviously, but she is in like 4 or 5 scenes in like the background. So every time I see her, I think of that. I'm not crazy. I'm not Delulu. I will show you because I have a Twilight book that I may or may not have stolen years ago from someone that also liked Twilight. And it's, God, you're not ready for this. This right here. Literally, this is the best. If you are a Twilight nerd, I don't know if this came out with like a CD or something, but hey, look, I turned to the exact page. So this is her. She was supposed to be cast as Bella Swan, but they weren't too much of a fan of like her look, so she ended up just like being in the background. But the whole point in saying this was to call her out. I see you, girl. I see you. If you're a Twilight fan, very, very cool book. It's a Twilight Director's Notebook. I have read the out of this. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. So anyway, sorry about that segment.
You're Isabel Swan, the new girl. Hi, I'm Eric.
You see her? You see her?
Price. Anything you need? Tour guide, lunch day, paper, and your news baby, front page.
I love Eric. I had a crush on Eric, to be honest. It might have been his hair. I don't know. I don't know why.
Whoa,
Whoa.
Really tan.
She's so not a girl's girl, like immediately. Why are you trying to shame her for being pale? It's so funny. Literally, she's like, ugh. Get me out of here. Guys, we're getting close to the epic moment. Oh my god, Angela! I always self-inserted myself as Angela. She was like the one Spanish-looking person. Ooh. My favorite scene. Oh my god. Alice!
The Cullens.
I love this intro so bad.
Yeah, because they're all together. Like, together. Like a thing. I'm not even sure that's legal.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I love Rosalie. And I love also he's looking right at my soul. What? Ooh, and his eyes look so dark. Anyway, so I love Rosalie. I love Emmett, but getting a look at them again, these are not high schoolers. These are not high schoolers, baby. Rosalie's at least 27, girl. And Emmett, he's 24. Like, these are not high school students, babes. They're beautiful, but you're just not. Looks great though. Love them.
And she's with Jasper, the blonde one who looks like he's in pain.
They could be the weird kids in high school. Oh man, here comes Mr. Brooding.
But apparently nobody here is good enough for him.
Does he think that's funny?
No. Don't waste your time.
I wasn't planning on it.
The beginning of awkward eye contact. Hi, Edward.
Mr. Molina.
The iconic scene. Oof. Embarrassing. Poor Bella. I'd be so embarrassed. Nice to meet you. Poor Bella. I'd be so embarrassed. Ew. What is that stare? Look at the wings. The wings, you know, for somebody that read that Twilight behind the scenes book, I actually don't remember if there's like a page about this particular scene here, because there's no way that those wings being behind him weren't like intentional. I don't even know if it's in this book. Okay, fine, so it's not in the book, but this had to be intentional. Maybe like a fallen angel or something.
I'm afraid you'll have to stay in biology.
That's crazy. How do you not take that personal? Like, he seems nice.
Yeah, you remember me? I played Santa.
Unrelated. As a kid, I related to that so bad. I think everybody did, but like, you know, like when you would go to a family member's house or something, or a family friend's house, and you're like, oh my god, you're so big now, like I used to change your diapers, do you remember me? And I was just like, help. like sorry, no, literally I was never gonna remember you. I was 4. Anyway,
Yeah, Waylon, she hasn't had a Christmas here since she was 4.
I bet I made it.
a 4.
You always do.
I'm saying,
Bottles though.
guys, your brain doesn't really start remembering stuff till you're like 5.
Very toddler, remember?
Remember? No, I don't. Real.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, Charlie ran to her. He's so cute. What a good dad.
Probably be late for Grisham Mill got killed by some kind of animal.
Animal.
The animal.
You're not in Phoenix anymore, Bills.
Yeah, so there's no animals in Phoenix.
For the tires.
God, they're so awkward. It's almost painful, but like it's not, because I actually understand Bella as a character from reading the books. But they're so awkward. I want to judge Bella so bad for like being so into Edward, even though Edward was kind of like a dick, like immediately after meeting her. But to be honest, if I had experienced this too, I'd be like, just wait till I see you, because I got some questions. Like, you're not gonna do me like this. Even if my question is, did my hair smell bad? Like, how dare you stare at me like that? So I get her little tiny obsession she had, you know. And also he's supposed to be like this like gorgeous ethereal creature to her, or person to her. So I guess I get it. I guess I'd probably be rushing to sit next to him too, honestly.
Hello.
And then I'd
I'm
fold.
sorry I didn't get a chance to introduce myself last week. Ladies first.
I'm surprised the classmates aren't just frozen, just listening to them talk. Because according to everything, the Cullens are like, you know, very to themselves and whatever, like, don't talk to anybody. So literally, if Edward Cullen got a partner in class after the entire however many years it's been of him being here, not talking to anybody, and then on top of that, it was a girl, and then on top of that, he started talking to her, baby, I'd be under the table. I'd be, you know, standing next to the table next to him, pretending like I'm helping somebody else and just listening. Like, I'm surprised people didn't just freeze up and try to listen to this conversation.
You mind if I check?
Sure.
I don't want to keep pausing. Okay, fine, I'll pause. I never understood the humor of this scene, of her being like, "You mind if I check? You mind if I check?" It's a partner assignment, okay? Both of you are supposed to be checking, you know, like, I guess. I don't know. Because when I watch it now, I'm like, is this flirting? Are they flirting? But it's such an awkward flirting. I don't know. Am I just being annoying? Maybe I'm being annoying. I never thought it was that, like, flirtatious. It's like, girl, it's a partner project.
Like I said.
Alright.
If you hate the cold and the rain so much, why'd you move to the wettest place in the continental US?
Clocked her. Oh, fellas, we made it. Iconic scene. Okay, now I'd be obsessing with him like crazy.
I heard the chief's daughter was there.
Oh, that's cool.
Carlisle.
Charlie? I got this one, Jackie. You might experience some post-traumatic
Jesus.
stress. Look
He's so
good?
handsome.
I mean, he got to me so fast, he was nowhere near me.
Sounds like you were very lucky.
Honestly, if Charlie ever gave that sentence like a little bit more thought throughout the years, he probably would have found out that Edward was like a mystical being. 'Cause what do you mean by that exactly, Bella? Like, I would be asking my questions. I'd be like, what do you mean he was far away from you? Because I think Charlie already thinks that the Carlisle family is very like different. He just like can't put a finger on it. I feel like Charlie just doesn't allow himself to actually think about it, especially because he respects Carlisle.
How did you get over to me so fast?
I was standing right next to you, Bella.
That's an
No.
insane thing to say.
You were next to your car.
Well, nobody's gonna believe you.
I wasn't gonna tell anybody. I just need to know the truth.
If you look at her eyes, or any of their eyes long enough, you can see the contact thing. And I think that's a little crazy. just movie things.
That was the first night I dreamt of Edward Cullen.
That's so crazy, because like you didn't dream of him, girl. He was standing there.
Everybody's permission slips. Yes, very good, very good. Now,
Hi.
Their height difference is so cute, though.
Are you gonna tell me how you stopped the van?
You at least watch where you walk.
Controlling.
I'm sorry I'm being rude all
That'd
the
be such
time.
a red
I just
flag.
think it's the best way. Bella, we shouldn't be friends.
I mean, why didn't you just let the...
Honestly, I would have been like, we're friends. Like, wait, we were friends. Like, I know you don't want to be friends anymore, but like, we were friends.
Hi. Are you gonna be riding with us?
No,
Alice. I wanted her hair so bad as a kid. I think every girl did, but I had to give up because the hair texture is just so off for me.
What if I'm not the hero? What if I'm the bad guy?
You're not.
Edward, your self-hatred is
I can see what you're trying
showing.
to put off. But I can see. Why don't we just hang out?
Which beach?
The push.
I don't know.
See, Eric, that's real. Like, that's exactly how it'd be. I'd be so curious. Like, why did you guys start talking all of a sudden so much every day?
I don't know if it's Bella.
Hi, Jacob. Guys, this is Jacob.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Jacob and the gang.
You guys know him?
The Cullens don't come here.
Way to spill the lore, dude.
What did your friends mean about, you know, the Cullens don't come here?
You caught that, huh?
Who didn't caught that?
I'm not really supposed to say anything. Scary story.
Unrelated, Taylor Lautner has great teeth. In relation to like his skin tone as well.
Okay,
like
did you know Coyotes are supposedly
his smile
descended
is so
from
cute.
Wolves.
What are they really?
It's just a story, Bella.
They're a family that travels to hunt, Bella. Jeez. Touch some grass. Intro to evil vampires in 3, 2, 1.
James, let's not play with our food.
I'd be like, food! Food! What does that even mean? In my lifetime, I have tried Googling this a million times until my brain developed and I realized it's fake. It's from a movie. None of this is ever gonna show up on Google naturally.
No, Dr. and Mrs. Cullen yank them out for like hiking and camping and stuff. I tried that out on my parents, not even close. Okay, we should go
Look,
shopping
fake
before
Bella
it
right
goes to fall.
behind
There's
as
good
well.
dresses.
You'll see her throughout this movie in the school scenes. I feel like this is a universal woman fear. Maybe men have it too? I don't know. Are men scared of alleyways? Just casually in the area. That was pure aura. His aura was so powerful. Like, quite literally, this is aura.
Where were you? We left you messages. Yeah, we waited, but we were like starving, so.
Oh, because she said she would meet them here, right?
I'm sorry I kept Bella.
I was like, they
from
really
there.
just left?
We just sort of ran it.
Wait, I kind of have Angela Glassett. No, I don't.
We totally understand.
Oh my god, I'm Angela!
We were just leaving. So if you wanna.
I think we
Girl,
should make sure
she's so
Bella's
not a girl's girl. She's like, Bella, I know you have Edward Cullen here, but do you want to leave with us instead of hang out with Edward Cullen?
Really.
How did you know where I was?
I didn't.
Crazy thing to say. He is so bad at gaslighting, bro. Like, you'd think he'd be better after 100 years.
Is there something wrong with me?
I would ask the same thing. On like,
I don't have the strength to stay away from you anymore.
she's like, thank God. Maybe not the healthiest relationship ever, but I sincerely believe that they were soulmates. So this was always gonna go like this. That's my Twilight theory. I think they were legitimately made as soulmates, and that's why they're so.
Okay, I think I'm warm enough now. Your hand is so cold.
You know what's weird? I feel like they've established that they're friends. He's established that he's different. She's established that she's aware that he's different in some sense. He just won't tell her. So I feel like what in this situation where I would like touch his hand and be like, your hand's so cold, I wouldn't just like not bring it up for the rest of the ride, for the rest of any time we're together. I'd be like, why is your hand so cold? You know, especially if we're like friends. I mean, the guy is literally stalking me because he feels protective of me. I think I'm allowed to ask you why the hell your hands are freezing. You know, obviously for plot purposes he wouldn't, but I don't know. This is my adult viewpoint. Like, I would just ask, why are you freezing? The car is not that cold. I'd raise my eyebrows too while I ask, like, why so frozen?
What is he doing here?
Poor Charlie. Oh, Charlie just catching strays. Because then later on, you know, more stuff. Poor Charlie. I can be your stepmom, Bella.
Don't worry, we're gonna.
This conversation could have been had in a car. Which reminds me, in the books, and I know there's some people out there that are like, oh my god, I don't care about the books, but in the books, he exposes himself, all the truths about him and stuff, in the restaurant. Because I remember, I watched the movies first, obviously. I was 8. And then when I got older, I read the books. And when I read the books, I was really excited about the meadow scene. Not the meadow scene, but like, you know, like the forest scene where she's like standing there. And I'm pretty sure she like throws something on the ground. And I always wonder, like, is that like garlic to keep him away or something? And I really wanted to know how the book would describe that scenario. And then I read the book and there's no mention of it. There's no forest scene. It's literally them at the restaurant. And then he like tells her everything. So anyway, yeah. That's horrifying. Walking past him like that is so crazy when you see him standing there waiting for you.
You're impossibly fast and strong. How old are you?
17.
100.
How long have you been 17? Vampire.
Woo.
Are you afraid?
No.
Loki, she's brave. Or stupid. One of them.
Then ask me to...
I'd be obsessed. Honestly, I know this isn't the healthiest relationship, but it'd be over for me after this. Yeah. We're locked in.
This is what I am.
This is what I am. Swarovski fucking crystals.
It's like diamonds.
Beautiful. This is the skin of a killer, Bill.
God, he has so much angst. He needs to like journal or something. Literally, anything.
I'm a killer.
I guess it's probably hard to get a therapist as a vampire. Low-key, they could end the world.
Designed to kill.
I don't care.
Crazy thing to say. Just
I've killed
crazy.
people before.
Does not matter.
See, this is where it does matter, Bella. It does. This part actually does matter. I'm designed to kill. Out of your control. It's alright, Eduardo. I've killed people before. Pause. Elaborate. Elaborate. Like this is actually very important, and for her to just be like, it doesn't matter because you're like a vampire. Oh my god. It's so like I don't even know if high school me would be this ignorant to that, because literally elaborate. You just told me you've murdered people. Explain, please. This is cute though, because this is probably the most vulnerable we've seen him. Like, look at him cowering up in a tree. Look at where his eyes are. What was the director going for here? Because he starts up here, and then he goes down here, and then he stays here for like 3 seconds, too long, and then looks back up here. Edward, more like I'm Edward. The heck?
And third, I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him.
He is in fact very handsome though. I'd be like #blessed if I just woke up to Edward outside my freaking window.
Oh my god.
Angela's like, you really did that, girl. Jesus, they are drenched. They're so weird. Like, they're like the weird kids. Like, why are you sitting under a plant in the rain, drenched, talking about his life?
Keeps you strong, but you're never.
She's stressing so hard. She's like, oh god, what did I get myself into?
What is it?
I want to eat that family.
Complication.
Complication. Other words, your racism. This movie's very weird with her, like, I feel like there's like slight undertones. The Cullen house, oh my god, I just remembered. Isn't there like a Cullen house Lego set now? Closest I will get to owning a house. Just kidding, hopefully. Oh, Esme. She's so happy.
Is she
I always wondered what would happen if vampires ate food though. Like, would this be a Tokyo Ghoul situation where they like throw up, or like does it just like sit there? It burns probably. I don't know.
Giving us an excuse to use the kitchen for the first time.
I wonder if they think it smells good.
Yeah, absolutely.
She already ate.
Edward, please. He's so like.
You won't hurt her.
All right, I'm gonna.
I love this part of the movie. It gets so like quirky. What the heck do you think Edward watches on TV?
Claire de Lune is great.
Wow, they're such soulmates.
Well, I could always make you.
Sorry to pause again. This was another one of those lines, and I'm like, is this flirting? I don't know if I'm just dumb or if it's my brain chemistry just like not understanding, you know. Because what do you mean by I can always make you? Like when you bite me and I'm like, ah! And like it looks like a dance. Like, is that flirting? Or like, okay, if it's not like that, then how else would you make me dance? And then she's like, I'm not scared of you. So then I'm like, okay, it is the first one, but is that flirting? Anyway, my thoughts. I feel like this movie feels the most authentic out of all of them.
I'm really liking Forks.
What?
Forks is growing
She's
on
like,
me.
no, you don't.
Tell me everything. What is your job? Indie?
Indie times 1 million.
How did you get in here?
The window.
Look at his eyes lighting up. Like, he is so proud. The window. Jesus. I wonder what's going through his mind. I don't think I got to this part of the book yet. Like, Midnight Sun. Like, was he just thinking about, like, eating her? Like, am I strong enough to not eat her when I kiss her? This is crazy from Bella. This is crazy.
Hey, don't go.
He does have a very angelic face.
I have a date with Edward Cullen.
Just throwing it on him.
He's a little old for you, isn't he?
No. He's a junior. I'm a junior.
Love that vagueness. Wait, I actually love this. He's like, he's a little old for you. This never clicked. She takes like a breath and she's like, well, we're both juniors, but I guess what went through her head is, yeah, he is. Because he's literally like 100. That's funny. Man, Charlie is always, he's always right there. He's always right there. He's just also not there at the same time. Iconic scene number, what are we at, 5? 6?
Glad you're here.
What other movie has like a music sequence like this though? Stop! Like honestly.
It's too late.
Literally, what do you mean it's too late? What do you mean? With how fast he just like ran in this forest? You're telling me if he didn't get a quick start just now, he wouldn't be fast enough?
Could you use 3 more players?
Okay, well, you know, listen, I'm sorry that I keep pausing this. I'm just acting like you're in the room and we're just having one of those movie nights where it's okay for us to talk, okay? Because these vampires, you know, their stuff is so heightened, you know, their senses are so heightened. You're telling me that Bella is standing 6 feet from them, and they can't smell her or hear her heart? Like, I'm sorry. It takes her turning around and the wind blowing her hair. I thought the whole point was that, you know, as vampires, your senses are like heightened, you know? So I always thought this part, like later on in life, I thought this part was kind of like, you know, for movie purposes. They only knew that she was human when the wind blew. And earlier, no, because this gets backed up even more, because earlier, literally Rosalie says, I could smell her from across the field. She literally says, I could smell her from across the field. You're telling me they are standing 6 feet away from Bella, they don't smell her? Or hear her heartbeat? Okay.
I think it best if you leave.
Rosalie having a moment with this girl. A baddie off. That's what she's having. She's having a baddie off with Victoria.
Bella, don't do this, please.
It's over. Get out. Hey.
Girl, you almost broke that front door.
What's going on?
I broke up with him.
I thought you liked him.
He literally does not care about Edward at all.
Yeah, that's why I have to leave. I don't want this. I have to go home.
I think Charlie's thing with Edward is obviously one, he wants Jacob for Bella, but I don't think this has been realized yet. But I think over that or above that is the fact that he's uncomfortable about the idea of the Cullens as like a family, like an entity. Like he knows there's something odd about them. He respects Carlisle, but he also knows Carlisle is a doctor. He's a good guy. So, like, that odd feeling like they're strange is not like, you know, it feels like it's okay if it's Carlisle, the doctor, who saves lives. But I feel like since it's his son, you know, he's just like, wait a sec. Like, I wasn't trying to bring you guys into the family tree. You know, I was trying to keep a respectful distance, and then here he is breaking my daughter's heart or whatever, you know, trying to enter our lives. I feel like that's why Charlie is so hesitant about them, on top of like wanting Jacob for Bella.
Well, if I don't get out now, then I'm just gonna be stuck here like Mom.
Bella, you're banned from this household. Actually, I'm taking your dad, and that's it. You're not allowed here anymore. He's like, I just got you back, my baby girl. And you're leaving because of some boy? Some weirdo? Yay! Yay for Eric and Angela.
This isn't my fight, and I've grown tired of his games. But he's got unparalleled senses, absolutely lethal. I've never seen anything like him in my 300 years.
Rosalie, Esme, could you put these on so the tracker will pick up Bella's scent?
Why? What is she to me?
What is she to me after you put yourself in Victoria's face to intimidate her from not hurting Bella? Come on, girl. Girl.
I'm not in Forks, but everything's okay, and I'll explain it later.
Oh.
What do you see?
Okay, so the course that the tracker's on now is gonna lead him to a ballet studio?
You've been here?
I'd get on a plane and go to somewhere else. Colorado.
Rosalie and Esme are going back to Forks to protect your father. I'm coming to get you.
Calm down, everything's fine. I'll explain
Bella?
everything
Bella?
later.
Bella? Bella? I'd be like, Mom, what the heck?
But you're gonna have to get away from your friends.
I wonder how old he is.
Where should I meet you?
I guess Laurent said in my 300 years.
And I'll know if you bring anyone along.
How would he know? You didn't know she was standing 6 feet from you. What do you mean you would know if she brought someone along? Gosh, she got bamboozled.
She's not even here.
She's not even here, girl. You really expected like full honesty.
Oh, his rage will make for more interesting sport than his feeble attempt to protect you.
And let's continue. He's kind of funny. Ah, that's so painful.
You're alone. Because you're faster than the others. I'm strong enough to kill you.
That was Batman speaking, baby.
Remember who you are.
Buddy, if he remembers who he is, he's about to chomp Bella's whole blood out. Questionable decision by Alice to sniff it like this, girl. You're like an addict. You can't be doing this.
Brothers with Carlisle. What's my other option?
Carlisle!
Aww. Poor Alice. Alice is fighting her inner demons. Those weirdos. Like, yeah! Doing some freaking ritual back there. Edward, come on now.
What happened?
I love how Bella's like, the fuck? How is he asleep?
Went through a window.
She's like, yeah. Yeah. Jesus, Bella. Look what you got yourself into. With this vampire boy of yours.
What happened?
I can't just leave you.
I know.
We can't be apart. You can't leave me.
I'm here.
You can't leave me is kind of crazy though, girl. It's been like how long? But also on the same hand, if I was in high school and I was exposed to a world like this with such magicalness, I probably too would also be like, absolutely no frickin' way you're going anywhere. Actually, leggings under the dress. Wow.
Perfect.
Charlie, you're not gonna agree? I guess she would have been more perfect without a broken leg.
Belle, you look beautiful.
Oh.
Thanks.
Her contacts are not working for her right here because I see that green.
Bella.
Bella.
Nice. You too.
Aww. I love their friendship. I feel like I've had friendships like this. Crazy though, this tension.
I can't believe you're making me do this.
Smile.
Girl, shut up. Just go to prom, idiot. Aww. I love seeing Bella, like, be a teenager, like a proper teenager. I feel like for most of the movies, she acts like she's in a freaking arranged marriage.
See, you're dancing.
I could be like you by now.
You don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, no, she's low-key crazy.
Dream about being with you forever.
Forever.
Aww, she looks so vulnerable. Aww.
And you're ready right now.
Have I found you? Flightless bird. Plotting and scheming. Well, I don't think I can play much of the credits, but incredible. That was the best thing I've ever seen. I almost forgot I got fired. Well, guys, we freaking did it. We watched Twilight, and I actually finally recorded myself watching a movie. I wonder if I'll even post this because I've never edited something this long, but we did it. I'm very proud. Maybe if it does well, or maybe it doesn't matter if it does well, I guess, but I'll probably watch the other ones anyway. But yeah. So, thanks for watching. If you watch with me, let me know anything, I guess, in the comments, what your most iconic Twilight scene is, or maybe if you know something from behind the scenes. Obviously, I'm very intrigued by this movie. So I love learning behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Please talk to me in the comments. Send wishful job thoughts my way, and have a good rest of the day. And I'm actually really excited if I do end up doing the rest of the movies, because I want to know everybody's thoughts on the feuds that will be unraveling before us. But yeah, bye.
Dream about being with you forever.